Right, here we are with another Transformers toy review. This time we're having a look at Siege War for Cybertron Refractor. I had to look just to remember his name, just because in the G1 cartoon he was always called Reflector. I think this is like a copyright thing where they've obviously no longer have the name Reflector, so they've had to use something similar, so they've gone with Refractor. You see I've got two here. I do have a third as well, and that is because when you come around to the back here, it says if you collect all three you can then combine them to make a camera mode. So we will be doing that. I will do it in a separate review so you can see that, just to make it easier for people. So in this one we'll just be covering Refractor as a single figure, and we'll be looking at him in his robot mode, his vehicle mode, it's kind of like a jet spaceship kind of mode here, and obviously looking at some of the interactions, things that you can do with him. So if I take a look at the box itself, you see he comes packaged in his robot mode. The colours on him look great in package there, and you see he's got his two weapons there with him as well. He's got the War for Cybertron number on here, Refractor on here. You get some fantastic artwork on the side here, and you've got one of them here, and then you've got another couple jumping into the side here. He's a deluxe class figure here as well. Come around to the side here, and you've got some more artwork which is kind of generic on here. I think as well, probably can't see it, but there is I think there's like a code or a piece of Cybertronian writing that you can, which is kind of glow in the dark. There it is, just there, just kind of make it out on the light there, which can then be decoded. When you put them all together, there's a message there for you. Yeah, and on the back here we've got pictures of him in robot vehicle mode. I think it's supposed to be like a spaceship, but it doesn't actually say on here. And the interaction with the Battle Masters, which we'll show a little bit of here as well, and the combination for the three of them there. So I'll just take that off to one side here. Here we are, we've got him in his robot mode, and as I said, he's a very good looking figure. I do really like the look of this guy. Just to give you an idea, these are the BotCon Reflector ones here, and you can see he's a good deal bigger than him. He's a deluxe figure compared to the Scout class ones here. I'm not sure if I can really bring myself to get rid of these ones, especially at the time, because it was a BotCon thing. I probably paid a fair bit for these, and I'm not sure if I'll get them back if these guys are out. There's obviously not going to be the same sort of demand. You see they've used different kind of purples for them. This is very much reminiscent of the colour palette that they went for in the cartoon, and he has got that kind of very stern looking face to him, as you can see there. There's not much emotion behind them. If I remember correctly, in the cartoon, whenever they used to talk, they used to all talk at the same time as if they were one person. You've got the gun here, which is all one piece. There's no paint on it at all here. You've got various different handles here. It's got the shield piece here, which will then combine to be the kind of lens, if you like, and he can hold that in his hand like that if you want to, like that, or you can pop it on his arm, either there or even up here, which they show in the instructions for some reason. I think it's much better lower on his arm here, just so then he can kind of shield it up like that, just to protect himself if need be. I'll take the weapons off just to show you, go through all the articulation on the figure itself and some of the paint and things like that. The head sculpt is done really nicely, as I mentioned before. You've got silver paint in here, red for the eyes, which really stand out. The head rotates all the way around. You can move it up, which kind of destroys the sculpt a little bit because it's just part of the transformation. You can move it down a little bit. Not really much wiggle room side to side. You've got a nice Decepticon symbol on the side here. Red paint that run through the arms here. This is all grey plastic, so there's no paint on here. Again, this piece here, grey plastic, it does actually come off or rotate around. And you've got some great silver paint that goes all the way around here. And you've got this translucent, almost a greenish sort of plastic in here with silver underneath here, which makes this piece look like a different colour. All the purple here is all one colour. It's all coloured plastic, sorry. And you rotate his waist around. It goes around all the way, but you can see it sort of falls into that position like that. You do have some pegs either side here. And just looking to see what else we've got on here. You've got a couple of notches where you can add blast effects. So just up here on him as well. And on the legs down here as well. And a couple of little holes here where you can peg guns on if needed to. You know, you could, if you got your other weaponizer ones, I think you can peg other guns and things on there if you want to. The legs, oh, the arms as well. Notice you can move that out like that. The arms go all the way around, out to the sides as well. Rotation there. Double jointed elbow. Gets you all the way up. Hollow in here, unfortunately. So, yes, that's a little bit on the naff side. And then obviously, depending on which part of the elbow you use when you've got this, but you've got this bit of a gap in there, unfortunately. The legs can go all the way up, they go all the way back and out to the side. Get rotation there, bend in the knee there, and foot articulation. It can go all the way out like that. Nothing forward. This bit can move forward and back like that, which is more to do with the transformation, but can be used to pose him if you want to kind of get him on tiptoes as if he was leaning off for something. So you can utilize that if you do wish to. And then come around to the back here. I guess you can use this to put a gun on here, other marks on his feet where you could add some of these sort of weaponizers and bits and pieces like that. And I guess a couple of ports at the back here which you could use for a flight stand. So pretty impressive figure in robot mode. From here what we'll do is we'll get him transformed and take a look at his vehicle mode. So first thing you want to do is obviously remove these accessories, which we've done already. Come around here and you want to fold these in like so. The head, turn it round so it's facing the back here. Fold it round into that gap here. This piece you're going to take off here and you're just going to pop it on the back here like that. This piece is going to rotate around and it should naturally fall into place there. These bits come out from underneath here like that, like so, and you're going to rotate these around just so these are going to come onto the bottom here like that, and you're just going to peg these bits together if I can line it up like that. So you've got these bits on the bottom almost like the flight stand. These arms here are going to come around to the back, and if you line it up properly, there's this little notch here which will go into there. So rotate around and just apply a little bit of pressure on that one. Again on the other side like that. They can come out, but they're in there pretty good at the moment. Then you want to get hold of your gun. You're going to have it in the, check, have it so this piece here is at the top here, and you're going to peg it into this hole here. So peg it, the way I do it is peg it into one side and then bring it forward like that, and then you're going to bring the other piece in like that and just push them together like so. And you can, well, you can move that bit in as well, but the idea is you can move this up and down like that if you do wish to. Have it just facing forward. This piece here you're then going to open up here and here again, and these little tabs will go into there. You can see you've got this, until you sort of get it how you don't quite realise this nice little sort of cockpit section in here. It's starting to become like a little spaceship, and then this bit here is going to peg into there. Don't know why that's doing that. And then this piece here is going to just peg in there. Like so. So you're all pretty much done, I think. You've got these bits pegged in here, stand at the bottom, this bit at the bottom here, at the back here, which looks like a kind of booster at the back here. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It just stands up like that. You could even have this guy travel on it if you wanted to. Not sure what I'll do with these ones. Maybe keep them around, even have them as guns, or have them in their vehicle mode perhaps. But you can then use these blast effects here, so you can peg them on here, so he's shooting at someone if you like, or if he has got shot, you can add different blast effects in different places if you want to. That one doesn't quite work in that position, but you get the general idea. And then just to transform him back, it's pretty simple. The thing I forgot to mention is on the legs, actually got some nice kind of lilac paint in here and silver and red in here, which does look nice. Green paint on here looks nice. I do like the way this sort of cockpit section here forms from folding out this sort of chest panel here, which is done quite nicely. It's quite easy to transform. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's pretty simple and easy to get your head around. The one thing I always have to remember is just to get hold of, where have I had it, this piece here. Just make sure I plug it in, back into this chest piece here, like that. Fold the arms back out again, like that. Fold the head out from the back, like so. Turn it around, open these up, pull these in, and then bring these forward like that. Bring the feet forward, and then you can have him holding his gun again. And with that piece here, joints are nice and tight as well. Good tolerances on him. Lots of good articulation. If I bring in Starscream as well, you can see how he scales with a Voyager within the line here as well. And other deluxe figures, we've got Sideswipe here. So although he's deluxe, he's a little bit bigger, that guy. And again, we've got Ironhide in here as well. So the camera does that, it just kind of does that autofocus thing, so I may need to look at changing that, some of the settings on it. As well as that, obviously you get your instructions here, which are fairly straightforward. Just show you the transformation. You can see where I mentioned about them putting it on his shoulder here. Interestingly enough, it doesn't actually show the transformation into the camera mode, but it should be fairly straightforward. Shows you all the different places where you can equip the fire blasts and different effects here, and it just shows you, gives you some kind of strength and firepower and kind of readings here for the different things. So you've got the HPR, the Telefocal Shield. Down here on the middle here, you've got his Bioscale Compressor Rotor. and then you've got his gun, the distortion blaster, and shows you all the figures for that. So that's it. They don't come with cards, unfortunately, these guys. But in terms of whether or not you should pick him up, I think it's a definite recommend from me. He's an excellent figure from the Siege line, fits in well with what we've got already. Interestingly enough, he doesn't really have any kind of blast effects or anything on him, but the paint and everything's done really well. The only drawback you might say is that people might feel that they're kind of suckered in or being forced to buy 3 of the same mold potentially, but that's entirely up to you. If you do want to do that, obviously you will form the camera mode if you do that, but even on its own, it's a perfectly good figure anyway. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all soon. Bye bye for now.